What's up, y'all? This is 10X Generation, and this is my road to $1 billion. So, I'm making these videos quite back to back because I had another, realization. So, today I've been just watching videos on general leadership, how to transition from that purely engineer, technical kind of position where I'm programming all day to a more leadership or boss-oriented role where more so I'm looking at the project as a whole instead of each individual piece, and it's not really about me anymore, but about how we all are moving and how, all that. And I had a huge realization, and I realized I just made a huge, it's not that I made a mistake, but a huge oversight in my arrogance and my inability to transition from that engineer to boss role. So throughout my life, I've had tons of projects. I'm always working on projects, and I love projects, right? But once I get to a point of completion, I tend to abandon it and move on to the next thing. So I've had several apps out, multiple games, Miami Ice, Star Shooter, The Decider, Bus Stop, GP Overlay, Neon Controller. That's all the apps, the mobile apps that I've made. And if I'm not currently working on it, I pretty much just abandon it, which always, felt weird to me, but I didn't I don't know. I just moved on, right? And I would think about those apps and how it could have been more, but the next thing is better and greater, so I need to put my full attention in that. And looking at all these videos, I realized that was a critical mistake, but something that I can fix now. I can hire people to maintain those applications. Maybe not my first application, my Miami Ice, that game was absolutely really bad, but Star Shooter, GP Overlay, and Neon Controller, they people use these apps, right? But I don't have the time to work on all of it, and I can't fill my brain with 5 different apps at the same time. It's just I just don't have the mental capacity for it. So what I should have did was hire some contractor to maintain those apps for me, to be, to work on those while I'm away, while I'm not giving my full attention to it. And the reason why it's a critical mistake is because it allows me to pretty much be in more than one place at once. Now, all this may sound obvious, but I think it's really important. It allows me to work on many projects at once and reap the benefits of all those projects at the same time. I just imagine how much further I would be if I had someone working on Star Shooter for all these years, or GP Overlay for all those years, or even Neon Controller for all this time. I like Neon Arcade, Neon Controller, it stopped. I stopped working on it maybe 6 months ago, and it's still growing. But I'm getting an influx of people, about complaints about, it's not compatible with the newest Android version. Certain things are broken, but mentally, I'm kind of like, okay, I moved on to this next project. I can't give my full time because this next thing is the new newborn, right? I got to give my full attention to this. But imagine if I did give my full attention to all those other projects all this time, hiring someone maybe every couple of months or every month for a couple of $100 to do the things that I don't have the mental capacity to do. It could have been much bigger, much better, and reap all those rewards simultaneously, right? It's just like a huge oversight. So, but the reason why, the first reason why I haven't done this, because I just didn't even think of that being a possibility. Honestly, I think of myself as an engineer, not necessarily a boss. But I need to change that attitude. That's the first reason. And the second reason is because I don't like people meddling in my stuff. If I have something and I have an idea for it, I don't want someone coming in and changing it. I get very critical. I'm a very critical person. But that's an aspect of myself that I need to change in order to move to this next level. Because that I do believe that's the way that I'll make this grow. It's not trying to do everything by myself. It's about delegating and intelligently allocating other people's time to work on the various projects that we both believe in, right? Both of us, or everyone involved, believes in. So that's what I need to move into, and that's what I need to do. Not right now, but later in the day, I'm going to submit a job posting on LinkedIn for a mobile developer, and I'm gonna start with GP Overlay because there's some key things that need to be fixed with GP Overlay. Key things, and it's gonna be a contract job. It's gonna be a couple of $100 just to get that done, and if that person is good at what they do and timely and professional and all that, we'll move them on to bigger things, and maybe eventually that person will become a full-time employee, the maintainer of the mobile applications that I don't have the mental time for anymore. But I wanted to share this simply because sometimes you just get so excited about things. Like I take emotions to be very important. So when I get super excited about something, I know I'm in the right direction, or at least I'm moving in a new direction. So in my road to $1 billion, I think this is super significant. So yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. This is 10X Generation, and this is my road to $1 billion. I don't know. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be making these videos every single day, but if I get the same excitement that I got from today, and every single day from now, I'll make a video every single day. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and tune in next time.